Tonight's Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet is brought to you by your gas company, with pipeline companies and gas appliance and equipment manufacturers who help you and your family live modern for less with gas.
That's what we do at our house.
What's going on? Ozzie's planning a trip to the New York World's Fair.
You know, one of the most eye-opening things about the fair is the way it dramatizes what modern gas can do. Gas air conditions nearly 80% of the fair and heats over 90% of it. The General Motors Futurama, the Ford Pavilion, Bell Telephone, these are just a few of the spectacular pavilions heated and cooled by gas. We Nelsons chose gas heating and cooling for the same reasons. Gas is more dependable and more economical.
All the fine restaurants at the fair use gas. They like gas for its speed and control. So do I. And it's so clean.
Yeah, I can see us there now. What a dinner we'll have at Festival 65, the Gas Pavilion Restaurant.
Hey, wake up.
Fine thing, I was just about to taste that steak.
Well, relax. We're having steak broiled on our own gas range tonight.
Oh, good.
Why don't you and your family live modern for less with gas?
Stomach upset, stomach upset, stomach upset.
It's time for Pepto-Bismol, time for hospital-tested Pepto-Bismol.
Yes, and actual hospital tests prove that Pepto-Bismol works where soda and alkalizers fail. First, in the stomach, where overdoses of soda or alkalizers may actually retard digestion, thereby prolonging the upset. And second, in the lower digestive tract, where soda and alkalizers have no effect whatsoever. You see, Pepto-Bismol's special medicinal formula soothes irritated walls of both the stomach and the lower digestive tract with a gentle coating action. Now, let me show you how that coating action works. Into this wet flask, I'll pour some Pepto-Bismol. There. Now, you'll notice how the Pepto-Bismol clings to the slippery wet sides of the flask? Well, that's how Pepto-Bismol's coating action works in your stomach. You get gentle, thorough, long-lasting relief. The kind of relief that no soda or alkalizer can give you. So remember this demonstration, won't you? Always keep plenty of this pleasant-tasting pink liquid in the familiar triangular bottle on hand. Hospital-tested Pepto-Bismol. It's America's leading remedy. So when upset stomach strikes you or any member of your family,
Take soothing Pepto-Bismol and feel good again.
Meet George, the hard worker. His tale's a tearjerker. His hurry-worry life just dismays his poor wife. All the hustle and bustle, the workaday tussle. He's a miserable sight when he comes home each night. His nerves all a-jangle, all ready to wrangle. His stomach upset. But she's ready, you bet.
It's time for Pepto-Bismol, time for hospital-tested Pepto-Bismol.
for upset stomach, Pepto-Bismol is America's leading remedy. Here's why. No soda, no alkalizer works like Pepto-Bismol. You see, when upset stomach strikes, tender walls of both the stomach and the lower digestive tract become irritated, and you have that well-known stomach ache. But Pepto-Bismol's special medicinal formula soothes irritated walls of both the stomach and the lower digestive tract with a gentle coating action. So when upset stomach strikes,
take soothing Pepto-Bismol and feel good again.
Marketing can be a chore, even when you have not just one or two, but 3 willing helpers. Even with assistance like this, those everlasting trips to the store can be awfully hard to take. But there is an answer, and Mrs. Robert Haig has found it.
Every day used to be marketing day at our house. There just wasn't room enough in my old refrigerator to store all the food we needed, particularly frozen food. Life is a lot simpler now, since we got our new Frigidare cold pantry refrigerator.
And this shows you why. You can keep this much food, fresh and frozen, in the 1956 Frigidare cold pantry. Because this refrigerator and food freezer in one has space galore. Space that will save you ever so many trips to the grocery. Up here, At waist level, where you can get at it without stooping, is a full-size 9.5 cubic foot family refrigerator. Plenty of room on these big, firm, roll-to-use shelves. And just look at these special door compartments for spreadable butter, cheese, leftovers, bottles, jars, fruit juice cans, well, you name it. But that's only half the story. Down below, the touch of your toe opens this mammoth food freezer, big enough to store 168 pounds of your favorite frozen foods. Just compare this with the frozen food space in your refrigerator. And then translate the difference into shopping trips you won't have to make. Visit your Frigidare dealer soon and ask him to show you this new Frigidare cold pantry for 1956. When you see all of its wonderful new features and ideas, you'll know why we say you get the best when you buy Frigidare, built and backed by General Motors. Ever feel your old range is ready to fall apart? If so, it couldn't happen at a better time than right now. And here's why. Big news from Frigidare. This 56 Frigidare Special Imperial range is now available. What's so special about it? The price. Never before has this type range been offered at such a low, low price. It's got the features you want. French doors, a huge quick clean oven, everything. Your Frigidare dealer wants to show it to you, and at a price you can't resist. See him.
This is weather, one of nature's ever-changing mysteries. It affects every one of us every day of our lives, and yet we know relatively little about it. Weather, that's something we'd all like to do something about, isn't it? And so tonight we've brought you down here to Remington Rand's New York Computing Center in order that we might show you that something actually is being done about it. The hero of our story tonight is the giant electronic brain developed by Remington Rand, Univac. Now, recent experiments show that future use of Univac may give us faster and more accurate weather predictions than were ever possible before. You see, Univac can take the past histories of thousands and thousands of storms, analyze them, compare them with developing conditions, and make predictions, all in a matter of minutes. Calculations that would ordinarily take hundreds of man-hours to complete. Data from guided weather rockets, radar observation stations, weather stations, all of this can be fed into the computer through these magnetic tapes at a rate of 12,000 numbers or letters per second. The memory tanks make immediately available 12,000 additional units of information. And all of this complex weather data is analyzed in the heart of the Univac, the electronic central computer, capable of making over 2,000 mathematical calculations per second. Now, here is where we get the answers. You might call it the voice of Univac. Actually, it's a high-speed printer that prints results at the rate of 600 lines a minute. So you can see that Univac is both fast and versatile. But most important is the assurance that Univac will give you the right answer. And that's made possible by Univac's unique ability to check itself on possible errors. Let's watch right now as Univac puts itself through one of these self-examinations. Here it is checking on some of its own units. It's really an amazing system, isn't it? Amazing and yet so wonderfully practical. Remington Rand makes 4 basic Univac models. The general purpose Univac, which you've seen tonight, Univac Scientific, Univac File Computer, Univac Punched Card Computer. Each of them capable of literally hundreds of applications from weather forecasting to complete business control. Today, Univac is saving time and increasing efficiency for science, business, industry, and government. And of course, that is the business of Remington Rand.
Univac, the giant electronic brain made only by Remington Rand, takes business statistics from magnetic tape, letters, numbers, and punctuation marks, processing them through its electronic circuits at phenomenal speeds. Univac can compute payrolls electronically, then produce printed checks in a flash. Over 8,000 checks an hour with this high-speed printer. Univac leads the field of electronic computing.